Sarah Wahlberg. Most people around here know me as Mary Ellen's granddaughter. I inherited this place last year from her. We have a Ranchero, we have parked Rancheros. I do believe there's a Mustang somewhere in the barn.
I guess it's old Ranchero there? Or?
Yeah, I don't remember the year model on it. It too was parked, running when it was parked. Everything that goes in it is in the back of it.
You're missing a little bit, ain't it?
No, it's all
Oh, it's all there? Just in the wrong spot.
It's just not where it belongs.
Yeah.
That car, I actually watched it running, being backed right into the lot here probably about 15 years ago.
You don't see these little Rancheros very often. Kind of cool, kind of car, kind of trucks.
I think the El Camino was more popular.
Yeah.
But Ford made its run at it.
Would you do 800 bucks on them? Or is that too low? Or
Sold.
work?
Take them.
So that was easy.
Take them, put them on the road.
Well guys, welcome back to another live revival. Tonight we're going to be working on this old abandoned 1960 Ford Falcon Ranchero. Now we actually put a video on this car on our Turn and Rust channel a few months on back, but to be honest with you, that was some pretty old footage, and we purchased this car around the summer of 2020, I believe it was. Yeah. So we've had this car sitting here for a while. There was a lot of people in that video on the comments was hoping to see if we could get it up and running. And honestly, we've just been so busy with everything else, and it's been a long time since we've done one of these live revival videos. We thought this might be the perfect candidate to go ahead and see if we can get it up and running with the live audience. So that's what we're going to do here tonight. We've got some multi-camera angles. You probably noticed something strange on my head that we normally don't have, and we're going to try to work out some kinks on that, but that's going to be our wireless GoPro. That'll allow me to go around the car, and you can see wireless as well. So we've got this front camera, obviously. We've got a side camera over here that's going to kind of show just the passenger side of the car if we're messing over there. We've got this driver's side camera will allow us to show basically from this side of the car, but we're going to kind of wait around and spend a little time with you guys as a lot of more people jump on this chat, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing. Now we wanted to make a couple announcements on this video. Since it's been so long since we've done a live revival or anything like that, we thought it'd be super cool to try to do a giveaway on it. So anytime during this video, when you make a donation of $5, it's going to enter you into a chance of winning $100 worth of our merch. So we'll be giving the winner a code that they can use, and just go on our website at be-restored.com. You punch in that code and you get $100 worth of free merch. So every $5 that you donate is going to gain you an entry into winning that. We'll calculate everything at the end of the video, draw us a winner, and hopefully that'll be you. What else we got?
We're going to announce the winner tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll have to go into our analytics and see exactly who gave what and put it into a random, basically a generator that'll select a winner, and then we'll announce it tomorrow. I'm glad you brought that up. Yep. So tomorrow we will make that announcement during our live premiere on our Turn and Rust channel. So I know this is a little bit of confusing of hearing Restored, Turn and Rust, but tomorrow on Turn and Rust at 7 p.m. we have a regular uploaded video on a 1986 Dodge Ram truck that me and Dad try to get going. So we'll be in that live chat, that live premiere, and we'll announce the winner there. You'll have 24 hours to email us. We'll put the email there, and if we don't hear from you, we'll draw another winner after that. So be sure that you switch over to Turn and Rust tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and watch that video. It's a really cool video, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. How's everything seem to be working so far?
Seems to be working good. I need to add an audio on your GoPro. So it cut out, but we got some comments that helped me keep in check.
Cool. All right, bear with us. I know this is a lot of talking, but we're just going to go ahead and jump in and get this thing rolling and kind of show you around the car a little bit better. So up underneath here, we've got what would be the original inline six-cylinder engine. It's a 144 cubic inch, kind of a smaller six-cylinder engine. Now what we were told is this thing was rebuilt, and the guy actually drove it to where he parked it. I mean, y'all saw that in the intro there of the video. The car was supposedly like in the process of being restored, and he passed away, unfortunately, and so the car just kind of got left the way it was. But if this thing was rebuilt, you know, hopefully they got oil and everything put back in it when they parked it, and it's not going to be locked up. We noticed we were missing some spark plug wires. Honestly, I don't know if we got it that way or if we may be robbed from it from some time. But we do have, it's not bad looking inside the distributor. It looks like a new set of points and condenser there. But we knew we needed to get wires, so we got some wires. We got some spark plugs. How's your side look over there?
Looks pretty well like everything's intact except for the hose to the radiator, which we've got that also. But some, like you had told us earlier, some factory dirt daubers nest in there. So
yeah, so you can see where the dirt daubers have started building up. We'll have to be careful not to let that drop into the engine, but that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to get that out without something dropping down in there. We need to get a battery on it. Honestly, we could possibly see if it's going to turn over by hand. That's kind of underneath the hood. It looks like most of the wiring is kind of just, it's not hooked up. It's there, but that's all it is. So we need to check to see, make sure we're not sending juice to something that could possibly be grounding out, and really make this live video something entertaining to watch when this car burns to the ground. Another thing that we had asked on the channel is, you know, is this car for sale? A lot of people were interested in buying it. It's obviously sat here for a while, and it's something that we need to sell. So what we've done is we've put this car on eBay, and it went live. I think we started this live stream a little early, but it went live at 6 o'clock. So it's live on eBay now. So little difficult because we don't really know how to write up a description on something that we're messing with right now, but I'll go back and change the description as we go. But it's starts at 99 cents, no reserve auction. It'll end 7 days from now. So if you're interested, I put that link in the description, and I also pinned that comment on this live chat. So go check it out, and we're going to keep an eye on it as we work through this car to see if any of you guys are bidding on it. But back in here, we'll figure out what exactly we've got here, what we don't have. Oh, we do have a custom world's smallest, you know, steering wheel here, so that's going to be interesting. There's no shifter, so that's going to be fun. We really want to try to get this car to run and possibly drive out of the shop by the end of the video. Like I said, there's just so much junk back here. We've got lawn chairs. We've got what would have been the original bench seat, I'm pretty sure, and I think it had been recovered when they parked it, but that thing's definitely going to need some attention. Couple cool hubcaps. Doesn't look like everything. I'm really not seeing many interior parts at the moment. Here's some trim that goes around the bed here. Wasn't sure if that would open or not.
There's a little lever there in the middle.
Yeah, so the tailgate does work. Good shape inside the jams. This car's actually in pretty good shape sheet metal wise. Now unfortunately when we pulled it out of the van though, this old paint job just, what'd I say? When we pulled it out of the van?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's what you said.
When we pulled it out of the barn, this old paint job just started giving away. We bought a van from them as well, so maybe that's where my mind's at. But yeah, the paint job looked pretty good when we got it, but it sat outside, and it wasn't, a week before it really started flaking away. Yep. But kind of looking down this side, good bumper, good front end, good hood. I know you can't tell a lot on that, but there's no rust. There's no rust through on this car. Now there's some filler work here and there, that could be possibly covering up some, but I don't really know much about these cars, of what kind of shape they're in, but overall, I feel like if you went around it and got it re-prepped, it wouldn't take much to repaint this thing. So what do you say? You want to go ahead and try to dig into it?
I guess so.
Let's
That's what they're here for.
yeah, let's go ahead and get these plugs pulled out. I can pull them out. If you want to grab a battery and start cleaning up the post
Okay.
on them, maybe.
Alrighty. Let me get you some stuff here started out if you need them. And is that a 13/16?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Dark Side Harley Girl, for the $50 donation. She said, "Here you go, first."
Awesome. So appreciate that. So if you're the only one that enters in this giveaway, then that's a pretty good investment because you'll double your money. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to pull these plugs out and see exactly how dry or how rough it looks inside this engine, inside the cylinders anyways. And hopefully this thing ain't locked up. Which I guess might not hurt to check the oil while it's right here in front of me. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think they definitely put oil in this thing right before they parked it. I mean, that looks brand new, which is good. You know, I was afraid maybe they didn't get to that point of putting fresh oil in it, and man, that would have surely been bad.
Yeah. Yeah, to set 20 years with no oil in it could tend to rust things up.
Goodness. Christian, have you been able to pull up our auction yet?
Not yet.
Okay, just whenever you get a chance. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this 1,000-pound GoPro on my head makes it hard. Trying to be, that's what I was trying not to do. Kind of wanted to keep our #1 cylinder knowing where it was at. So, right there.
I don't know what that is right there, if it's anything. Yeah.
Oh, that just goes straight through, I'm pretty sure.
The current bid is $405.
405, not bad. 405 or 4?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
405.
Wow. Sometimes they're a little slow when we put stuff on there before. And I don't know if you guys remember on the old Mercedes that we did a video on not too long ago. It was a 1960 as well. We put it on eBay, and it sold to an actual fan of the show. And so that was cool to meet up with him, and he's got big plans on redoing it and taking it on power tours. So we were excited to hear that it went to somebody that would really enjoy it. We loved that car, but it was one of those things that needed to be kept inside just because it was in pretty good shape, and we just don't have the room. We've got stuff inside that needs to be outside and stuff outside that needs to be inside. And oh, you already hooking it up, huh?
Well, I've got that one. I'm not going to do that one right yet because I don't want anything to bump and jump or anything like that yet. We'll save that surprise for later.
About got all these pulled out, and then I'm gonna grab that little camera that we can drop down in these cylinders, see what they look like. So I'm gonna show you guys them spark plugs. I don't know if you can see that very well, but they don't look too bad. They're not rusty or anything. Got a little bit of carbon buildup on them, but don't look bad. All that's WD-40 on there. I thought they were kind of oily at first, but WD-40 just did its job and seeped down there pretty good. So got all the spark plugs out here. I'm going to run the scope down in there and kind of see what it looks like.
Okay.
Alrighty here. If you want to grab that camera, you might have to show them a little closer.
This camera up here.
Or either we can hold it somewhere, maybe. Let me see. I'll have to do the light on it. We're just going to use this little camera that drops down inside the cylinder to see what it looks like. Wow.
Wow, that's clean.
That is clean. That thing was definitely rebuilt. Look at that. Trying to get, look at that cylinder wall. You can see the,
yeah,
where they've bored it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Honed it out. That one's really good. Man, it looks brand new in there.
You still see the letters on top of the piston.
Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys are, can they see a good view of that?
They can see good.
Can you see it? Cool. And this thing is, look at that, man. Gosh. I wonder if they've cranked it.
We may not know how to work on it.
I think this is too nice for us, guys. Yeah, it is clean in there. I really wonder if they've cranked this thing yet since it's been, well, she said they drove it in there, so
Right.
obviously, duh.
I feel like I need to go get some rust and pour in there or something.
You'd have thought it might have built up just a little bit from, you know.
Yeah, just setting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do not think, I'm going to go ahead, let's pump some kind of oil or something down in there just to keep it from being dry, but there ain't no way this thing's going to be locked up.
It's at 500 now.
Nice.
We may want to stop now before it gets, while we're still making good money before it's running.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully this thing runs and I can go on there and tell them, you know, it does run, all that good stuff. I'm just going to try to get on this fan and see if I can. You think it's out of gear? It's kind of hard to tell without the...
Right, and the linkage I noticed is...
Oh yeah, our
not
linkage
hooked up.
is just
Yeah.
hanging by, literally hanging by a thread, huh? Yeah, we'll have to address that. Let me see if it'll... I can't tell if... Yeah, it's turning over. Yep.
Yep.
Turning over easy. Wow. Yeah, that's good. We got plenty of oil. We got fresh oil. We've got inside here. Oh, man. So what I mean is there's no, there's no ignition switch. He's got that stuff labeled. That looks like that goes to your tail lights from what he's got there. I bet you this ran to the ignition switch. So I'm just going to kind of, in case we're feeding anything in here, separate everything and make sure it's not touching metal. And we're just going to bypass that because obviously we're forced to. Oh, nice. Cool trim wheel covers.
Do you want me to get the vacuum cleaner here and try to suck that dirt dauber's neck before we try to
Yeah,
turn
we
it
probably
over?
need to do that before we turn it over. So while he's doing that and getting that ready, I wanted to mention about tomorrow's video again on turning rust. So that'll be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, that's our other YouTube channel. And we've got a really cool old 1986 Dodge short bed pickup truck we found in a barn, and me and Dad attempt to try to get it running and with hopes of trying to drive it back to the shop, but that is always so challenging for us. I know there's tons of YouTubers that drive hundreds of miles, you know, and I feel like we're able to get some pretty rough stuff running. But man, if we try to drive it farther than the car wash, it gets hot on us or something breaks down or something like that. So those ones we try to drive home are always challenging for us. So it's definitely interesting, and be sure that you jump over there to watch that at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Also, we'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway on $100 worth of our merch in that live premiere. So all you got to do is donate $5. You're entered. Every $5 will get you an extra chance.
Ready?
Yep.
Excuse the noise, folks.
Good luck with that.
Doesn't want to.
Everybody's watching you, that perfectly clean engine.
I know it is.
I'm sure we'll have comments as we should have took the carburetor off, which is an option if we have to. Looks like you're doing a pretty good job, though.
Let's get something to
I
fly with.
almost got it.
Oh.
I almost had it right there. It's like floating, levitating. You need a screwdriver?
Yeah, screwdriver or something just to give it that little bit of help there.
It seems like that's a pretty popular place for those dirt daubers to pick to build a home or whatever those are. Food storage or whatever. Get it?
I think I got it.
Cool.
Or at least the majority of it. It needs a little grit to run.
Yeah. So Dad's got us a battery here, and I guess that goes to the carburetor, huh? Dad's got us a battery here, got our terminals cleaned up, and I'm going to disconnect from this solenoid, and we're just going to run power from our little starter switch out externally here rather than inside the car. So we should be able to hook this little dude up. Try the positive side there. And then to this, get the starter. And that should allow the thing to turn over.
We
Let's
want to do a
see.
countdown, or we just want to?
Let's hit it. Let's see how much it sprays out. Oh, there went the distributor cap. Well, all right. Hit it again. Sounds great, don't
Sounds
it?
good, yeah.
Sounds pretty good. All right, well, hit it again. Just go ahead. It's been a long time since oil's been circulated in that thing. I don't even think we got any stuck valves. So the compression seems to be really good coming out of these as well. So
it sounded really consistent on all,
yeah,
all 6 of them.
Yeah, we were also hoping, you know, we didn't have any rust in the cylinders, that the engine wasn't locked up, and that, you know, another common problem is these valves up here in your head will get rusty and kind of stick open, and so that'll allow your compression as your piston's going up to actually go out, you know, your exhaust or in whatever valve is stuck open. So worst case scenario, we may have to pull this off if it seems like we've got a stuck valve, but at this point, I don't think we do. So next thing we need to do is, we know that it's turning over. We know that did the finger compression check, so we know that we've got at least enough compression to blow our finger away from it there. I think we're going to move on to having this thing get a little spark, get a little fire on the ignition side. I told you at the beginning we were missing most of our spark plugs. Inside here, this is our distributor, and this is our points, our contact set, and our condenser. So we'll have a wire that runs off of our coil here, that is going to be a hot wire running into the positive, has a negative, another side that comes off down to your distributor. And this just breaks that circuit as this little wheel turns. As you can tell, it's kind of got little high spots on it. So these are very corroded. I'll clean that with a file or something. Can they see this very good, Christian? Because
Yeah.
I can get them in closer if they need to.
They can see it.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to clean these points. I can see they've got that, whatever that corrosive stuff is all on them. Clean that up because we're not going to be getting any fire with them dirty like that. Now we look for 10 minutes for the file.
Yeah, that's always a...
Please don't use the GoPro over here when we're looking for tools, Christian.
Well, while they look for that, I will hit on merch. So y'all be sure to go to be-restore.com and check out some of the merch that we have online there. We recently got some pretty cool designs in. One of them being one of our Mighty Metro Van shirts. It's got some really cool rustic colors. It features a Metro Van that we've done a build on, along with the Turn and Rust logo on the back. And it also has the Turn and Rust logo on the front as well. And so we just got that one in. And then we also got our Ghostbusters shirt in. So that one's a really cool design there. It shows it shooting fire with the flamethrower on there, along with the Turn and Rust logo on the back of that as well. Got the Turn and Rust logo on the front. So yeah, those are two new shirts that we've got in. We also got some new hats in. We have our Turn and Rust Metal Rusty logo badge caps that have been painted by Bub, actually. He hand painted all of those. So each metal badge has its own unique color to it. They're not all the same. They all got different rust with that. So you can get that in the cork hat or a black hat. And then we also have another new hat that is the Turn and Rust Metal License Plate Badge Caps. So hat features the Turn and Rust license plates on that. You can get that on the cork hat. You can get that also in a white hat as well. We also have a brand new restored hat, metal badge cap. We just got it on the website today. It's not in this video right now, but we do have those, so y'all be sure to check those out. We have some of the older merchandise as well that's still available, so yeah, be sure y'all go and check that out at be-restored.com.
So inside here, I couldn't find the file, so I'm just going to use a piece of some 320 grit sandpaper here, and just basically get inside here best I can. And just work that back and forth to clean it. We've used screwdrivers, we've used just about everything to clean these things with, but that old points file was pretty handy. But
it's like anything else. If it's handy, it's hard to keep up with. It's like a 10mm socket.
I think maybe we honestly packed it up last time we were trying to get something running on, outside. And it might be in my truck.
Thank you, Chevelle Chucky, for the $5 donation. Said, I wish I could do more, but current finances won't allow me to. Well, we appreciate it. If it's $1, if it's nothing at all, we appreciate y'all's support.
Yep, y'all just being on here hanging out with us. And how many people we got on here right now, Christian?
We have 976.
Oh, not bad.
I didn't think we could fit that many people in the shop.
Not as messy as this place is. Good grief.
And the auction is up to $600.
Nice. Okay, I think I've kind of got those cleaned up pretty decent. Now, this is our positive side of the coil. What in the world? Why does it have a hose? Oh, so they've got a hose on the outside of their wire there. I was like, what in the world? Why do they have like a vacuum line ran to the... But they just use that to, like, I guess protect the wire there. So we know we're not getting any juice from that. So what we're going to have to do is run a wire straight from our battery to this so we get hot there. Now what I think I'm going to do as well, we need to pull off this, we need to pull this loose so we're not pumping any kind of gas that might accidentally be in this car. I'm assuming it has a gas tank in it even, I don't know. Yeah, it's got a tank in it. I might take it loose on this side as well.
Yeah.
That way when we go to, if we get it to run, we can already have that unhooked. I'm sorry if you're using this GoPro and I keep raising it up, Christian.
I know, you're
because it
fine.
keeps falling in front of me. We might have to make me a helmet. Boy, that old hose is hard as a rock.
Yes, it is. This little 2-inch piece here is just, it doesn't want to give it all.
I was going to say, you could leave it, but we kind of need to, once we pump it through, see what it looks like, because it may be trashy from here to there.
There we go.
Goodness. And my clamp like completely fell apart. It is actually a little wet inside there, believe it or not.
I believe it, but I don't believe it it's gas.
I smell it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got the fuel line disconnected, working on trying to get some fire on this engine. If you're just now joining us, it is turning over. Inside of the cylinders were definitely clean. I mean, this motor, we were told it was rebuilt when they parked it, and it most definitely seems like it was at this point. Let's get a wire and we're going to jump it across to our cool here and see if we clean these points enough. Oh, one ahead of me.
One ahead of you. Saved me a trip while I was over there a while ago.
All right, so you got a clamp on that end or no?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to hook this on the positive side. It'll allow this juice to come through the coil, out of it, into the distributor down here. And we should see a little spark through here on them points as they open and close when we turn it over. So, yep, it's going to. Dad must have been scared he was going to accidentally.
I thought, what's going to happen if I bump that and it's...
Thank you, Tony Davis,
Bites him or
for
something.
the $20 donation.
Here we go. Thank you so much for that donation. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Fire?
Yeah, big time. Feels like it's spinning over faster than it
Yeah, it
was.
sounded like it was.
Good grief, it's firing big time. Oh. A little less, but it's getting down. It is getting down. Man, this is going too easy.
I know it, yep.
So we're getting fire. It's popping at our points. The next deal would be to put on our distributor cap, which I was going to clean, but look at that. It's not bad at all. Now, the problem is when I took it off, I think this was number 1. I don't really remember exactly which was number 1. Yeah, it was like that. So you see a firing order?
Yep. Well, clean enough.
Oops. So I almost made a mistake. I'm putting the distributor cap on. But what I forgot was our rotor here. Now this will actually fit down. Oops, upside down. That'll actually fit on there and spin. And as it spins when the motor turns over, obviously you see your different wires running to the different cylinders. Pow, 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 pow. Your coil is sending the power into this, which hits that, takes it to that, boom, 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 boom. And when it's in time and everything's working, it's sending gas into the right cylinder, it's sending spark into the right cylinder. We've got compression. She should run. So I'm gonna, now that I've got that on there, now these will get dirty too. Sometimes you need to clean them, but that one doesn't look bad. We're just gonna try it out. Alrighty. Huh. Just had it on there. Well, good grief. There's a little notch.
Yep.
It goes right there. There. Just wasn't doing it quite right. There we go. This was number 1 according to the way they had it. You know, 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6. Guess let's go ahead and get some plugs back in here, huh? So, I'm having fits with this GoPro. It's like all down in my face. So while we're putting some spark plugs in this thing, we've got some pretty cool commercials that we rounded up. So we're going to play one of those commercials for you. Which one do you think you're going to go with? Are you going to go with the one I think you are?
Yeah.
All right, so we come across this one. Let us know what you think about this commercial. It's pretty funny. Man, I'm telling you, their costume work is just outstanding on this. So y'all enjoy that ad as we get some spark plugs put in here. And hopefully we'll meet you back. We'll have this thing ready to run some wires on it.
This is the story of a little girl named Alice, who one day...
Well, it's about time.
Where am I?
In Wonderland, of course. Look.
I've never seen anything like it.
There's never been anything like it, especially the newest wonders of Wonderland. Watch. The brand new Falcon wagon. Take your choice. 4-door or 2-door. They're America's lowest price 6-passenger wagons. Well, what do you think?
They're beautiful.
Beauty's not the half of it. Just look. Look at all the space I've got for hats, and more hats, and more hats. Why, you get the longest load space of any compact wagon. And just wait till you see how much room there is for people. There's room enough for a hatter with his hat on. More than enough room for 6 hatters with their hats on.
Goodness.
Here's another point. The Falcon wagon will deliver up to 30 miles on a gallon. The best gas mileage of any wagon built in America.
May I try that?
Certainly.
America's lowest price 6-passenger wagon. Oh, dear. You already said that.
Good heavens. You better start home or you'll be late.
Wait! I want to see the other Ford wagons.
Everyone wants to see them. And you can in Wagon Wonderland at your Ford dealer. See all 7 of the wagons from Ford, America's station wagon specialist.
And we're back.
So what do you guys think about that? Pretty cool, huh?
We got
I'd say it's better than some of the commercials I see nowadays.
We got a few donations coming in. Thank you, Larry Crandall, for the $10 donation, and thank you, Norm Enderly, for the $20 donation.
Thank y'all so much. So I think that's about 5 people that have entered for the giveaway so far, 5 or 6. Now each time you say you gave $20 and you get 4 entries. Every $5 gets you an extra entry. So let me, while I'm saying that, before my hands get too dirty, she mentioned our new hats, and I guess the best way for me to do this is maybe here.
And the GoPro?
You think? So, look okay? So this is our new restored badge hats. Now we've had the turn and rust badge hats, but these right here are a restored one. Dad's gonna strobe us. Man, this is just such a sharp looking hat. This is a metal badge. It's all been laser cut out, powder coated, you know, hand installed, all that stuff. Just a slick hat. So we added those today, and I just got mine today. So they're on our site. They look better in person. I see it on the GoPro now. Let me just say that. Alrighty here. I've got those in. I've got those tight. You got some spark plug wires there?
I have some new wires here too. Got 3 long ones and 3 short ones and a...
Alrighty, so number 1's pretty short.
That'll be an easy one.
Yep. So this ran to that, so we're going to go ahead and plug into it. I'm going to have to pull this back off because I don't remember which way it was turning. The bug just flew up my nose. A long ways. Oh, man. Alright, if you want to hit that real quick. Okay, so we're going clockwise. So what we're going to do is, there's a firing order that's over there on that intake. And a lot of you guys probably already know it by heart. But we're going to go around here clockwise, putting these spark plugs in order to that number that's right there. So what do we got next?
5.
5. It'll be a longer one. So clockwise we'd be here. And this would be number 5. Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3, short one.
Thank you, David R.L. for the $20 donation. And thank you, Bill C. for the $50 donation. Said, love your channels. Keep up the great work.
Thank y'all so
Thank y'all,
much.
yes.
Thank y'all so much for this.
6.
We really appreciate it. We really want to be able to try to connect to y'all so much better. And so we're going to just try to do things and talk with y'all more of how we can do that, just to be able to reach our audience. And we love being able to do these live streams because we're actually we're literally here together, hanging out. Even though you may be in, Australia, or you may be in 30 minutes from here, you never know. People are from all over the place. We're just all together hanging out right now. So super cool. 6, you say?
Yep, 6.
God has really blessed us with an awesome group of audience and people to have in our lives, and we truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. This must be 2.
Yep.
Okay, and then
number 4.
Where in the world's the last one go?
I bet I can guess where that one goes.
To the cool.
Yep. No, I got that here.
Ooh, man, I hope it's long enough. Making sure we're all good on this. Now, hopefully, it should be, but sometimes you can turn this distributor if you need to adjust your timing just right. But once again, if he drove it in there, I'm assuming he probably had it running decent when he did it. It's just been just a little neglected from just setting up over time. So we've got the engine has been turned over. We've got fresh oil. We know that we're at least getting fire at our points. We should be sending it to everywhere else. We've got new spark plugs. Our old spark plugs weren't bad, but we're right there at it. They're cheap enough. Might as well replace those as well. Dad's got the carburetor cleaned out there. And honestly, we're at a point, we're basically using one wire for our ignition to give power to our coil there. And so that's, if we need to kill it, we just pull that wire. So we're kind of at a point to where this thing will run if we dump some fuel down in that carburetor. So I don't know if you want to grab some fuel, and I'm going to readjust this GoPro.
Okay.
Hopefully nothing falls off of it.
We're going to have to get you some head insurance or back insurance or something for having to carry that around.
Does it look okay?
Looks good.
Kind of.
Yep.
Probably has to look better than what it did. All right. So Dad's got some fuel. Have you messed with it yet?
No, I haven't done anything with it yet.
All right. So kind of explain to him what you're going to do there.
Okay, I'm fixing to, what I'm going to try to do is it's got a little old hole over here. I'm going to try to put some fuel down in that. That actually goes over here into the side of the carburetor where the bowl is and that, and where the float is. And hopefully we can fill that up and it'll have some fuel in there so that it can actually start running and run on its own with enough fuel in there. I'll also dump a little bit in here to help kind of get it started. And hopefully it'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, you can easily just dump, you know, gas or carb cleaner or starting fluid down in there. But with him filling that up, if it cranks, as long as nothing's stuck inside there, which,
yeah,
it's very likely, it may sit here and stink and idle.
Yeah.
Now,
old gas has a tendency to have, you know, tarnish and it'll stick. So.
It does, yeah. It has a. So while he's doing that, I'm going to check inside here to see if we even have a gas pedal.
Thank you, Donald King, for the $20 donation. He said, "Stay blessed. You guys are an inspiration to all of us."
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin Hutter, for the $5 donation. Said, "Best trio on YouTube. We love you guys from Long Beach, California." Said, "Straight up, keep doing what you're doing."
It's strange to hear people say, you know, people you don't even know say, you know, I love you, and you know, that's just God's love showing, you know, through everything that.
So Christian, can they see inside here?
Yep, they can.
I found the wiring. By the way, we're going to, I'm going to clean the inside of this car out for the final pictures for eBay. So if you're bidding on it or if you're afraid to bid on it, we'll kind of do the dirty work and clean up the rat turds and keep those here at the shop. So this car will be cleaned out, the bed will be cleaned out, and we won't exactly be selling you the turd that we're working on right now.
Thank you, Christopher Suss, for the $10 donation.
Here is our ignition switch. You know what? I don't really think it would be too hard to rewire this car. It's got all these little splices in it that wouldn't make it very hard to put it back together. I mean, these cars are simple anyways. So I don't think it would take much. I think you got good bones. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's some good bones here. And I didn't even do what I was trying to do. Is the linkage working?
Well, it is what part I grabbed.
It's not stuck? So we got our clutch pedal, brake pedal. Wow. The clutch ain't coming back up. Oh, and the gas pedal. See if this is working it.
Yeah, that's working it.
Working it?
Yep.
Cool. So, I don't know. I'm afraid if it does crank up, what might give us trouble is that clutch pedal.
Oh yeah.
On actually trying to drive it. I mean, I don't think that we'll have problems with no steering wheel.
Yeah.
They're flooding over.
It's flooding over a little bit, but
got something leaking in that carburetor then, don't we?
Yep.
Well, I want to know where the exhaust comes out before you do that.
Out the tailpipe. I hope.
I just don't know how far the tailpipe goes. Well.
All the way to the end.
All the way to the tail, huh? Okay, yeah. There's a muffler right here. So, Christian, if it's going to crank, the smoke will probably come out of that side.
Okay.
And then it's probably going to smoke a little bit because we put oil down in the cylinders. So, it's going to burn that off. But hopefully, man, as clean as that look, it shouldn't smoke. I mean, we've beat cylinders loose and locked up stuff and had the vehicles not smoke too much.
I don't know if you'll need that or not. But
let me just keep it going.
Keep it going to it.
So if this runs, we got to keep in mind we have no coolant in this car right now. We're actually missing a hose up top here. So hopefully we'll be able to fix that if it runs where we don't overheat it. I'm going to hook this coil back up. So there's that. Yeah, and Dad, you'll be in charge of killing it if something weird happens. like that rope brake that's hooked to the stinking linkage, and it accidentally shifted into gear. Right here we have see this little rope. This is our linkage to our transmission that shifts. It's supposed to be over here on the column. So we're going to have to hook that back up and hopefully that we can figure out, but there's no shifter on it, so I think we're good. It's laying across this linkage there, but I think we're okay. I mean, it'll make for an interesting video.
It'll be kind of neat 3D right at them if it does. So.
Wow,
All right.
We're at 1525 on the Ranchero.
Oh wow, cool. What are we at on live watchers?
1300. So.
Come on, let's beat the bid on the car with the live watchers.
Okay.
It's
ready?
yeah, it's gonna run, guys. Here we go. Quieter than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Kind of acted like it got a little flooded, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Whoa.
Ooh, it's
Still burning.
Oh, get it out.
Oh gosh.
You got it.
I was like, oh, there's something in that dirt dauber nest that's flammable.
One more time?
Yeah, maybe we do have some valves that are halfway sticking on it for it to, you know.
Right, to backfire a little bit.
Like a sewing machine.
Yep.
Wow.
They just needed to backfire to get that clear its throat.
And the car got it 1500 without them hearing it run. Man, it should double at this point. Well, cool.
Which?
Oh, the choke.
The choke.
There's
maybe.
nothing in here for a choke. No, there is. So there actually is still some choke knobs. Man, that was easy.
Yeah.
You want to pop a hose on here, and then what if you started working on the cooling system while I get that tank and see if our fuel pump works?
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll just pump out clean this line out.
Yep.
While we're getting some stuff ready, do you want to talk to him about the video on
Sure.
turning rust?
Sure. So guys, we have a new video on Turner Rust tomorrow at what time again?
7.
7. And it is over a 1986 Dodge that we found in a barn. So it was a lot of fun to film. Didn't really know what we were going to be running into. I mean, it had stuff stacked on top of it. And we just ran into some problems with that. But we got working on it, ended up going to Pickers, and got some parts for it over there. So we're kind of all over the place on the episode. You get to see some different places and kind of get to see the reality of trying to get a car running on the spot. But yeah, so we got that video coming out tomorrow at 7 on Turnin' Rust. And also we have the announcement of who's going to be winning the $100 in merch tomorrow. And we'll probably announce that in the live chat or in the premiere, right?
Yep. So every time she's announcing that someone's donating, obviously we're letting them know we appreciate it, but we're giving them recognition into knowing that they're entered to win, possibly win $100. And how that'll work is we'll send you, we'll announce it in the premiere. So you need to be in that premiere on Turnin' Rust at 7 o'clock, and it'll just be in the chat. We're going to pin that comment probably. Thank you, such and such. You're the winner for our giveaway from our live revival. You'll have 24 hours to email us, you know, and verify yourself and everything like that. And if not, we'll just post on our community tab of a next winner or whatever. Man, I'd buy that hat. I'd buy that new restored hat if I was you.
Thank you, Darkside Harley Girl, for the $25 donation. She said, and she's a runner, baby. Let's go.
All right, I'm trying to figure out how I want to run this. I think I have enough hose to hook down in there and maybe run it over the cab. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it professionally. We're not going to have to gravity feed it, or we could just strap it to the roof. So I think I'm just going to set it back here for now. At some point, maybe we can go through and see what we got back here. I'm just going to run.
Well, the price and the bidding's going on the car right now. Somebody may have already spotted something good back there.
You know what? I am going to set it up there just to help prime that, to help get the fuel down there. How's that going?
Pretty good. That's a little old bitty hose, and it's got a weird shape to it. I mean, I'd have never thought it was going to be shaped like that, but it
kind of goes around for the heater hose,
yeah.
Which is disconnected, or the heater core
right.
is disconnected there. Doubt this car has any kind of brakes, so. And I'll update the eBay ad to tell people everything that we find out. I'm going to pull this cap off the master cylinder if I'm strong enough. That feels so dry. Wow. It's actually a little wet in there. I'm going to go ahead and just add some to it.
Do you want me to go ahead and add some wetness to the radiator?
Sure. See if that radiator's leaking or not. Hopefully not. You might want to start little, you know, because who knows if if it has a drain, if it's...
Right, it could be opened up.
I'm going to try to put a little brake fluid in this master cylinder. Ain't going to hurt nothing. You can oh gosh, I overfilled it. Now that will hurt something. You can tell it's a new master cylinder, but it's, my goodness.
Yeah, that brake fluid, it'll get you in trouble. The first big trouble I got into at one time is my wife had bought it wasn't a new one, but it was new to us, a Chevrolet pickup. And I had changed added some fluid to it and took the bottle out, set it on the top.
Oh, I remember.
And, yeah, left a ring on there. She was not happy.
Thank you, Dwayne Leith, for the $5 donation. Said finally caught a live.
How many we got on here? Have we broke 1,000 watchers?
Oh yeah, we're at 1374.
Nice. So guys, I got a question while he's filling that up. Did y'all not really care for the little Toyota race truck? We just put out that video. Was it last week?
Yes.
Maybe last week we put it out. Yeah. It's a 1977 Toyota race truck that's got dual rear axles. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I thought it was a pretty cool little truck, but it didn't do the greatest on video views. But I was just kind of curious. Was it too rough, too new? Not interested? There is something I need to hit on pretty soon, too, when we get a chance. We're about to try to see, is it holding?
It's holding from what I can tell, but it didn't hold much. It's only used half a gallon, but I don't know how much it had in it.
So Dad's put water in the radiator. He's got this upper hose on there. I think that's all that was missing. This other hoses that come off the water pump is just, honestly, it's just circled right back into the water pump, which it normally would run over here, and then you've got your heater core inside the car. There's a little fan over there. So it's just basically, I hear it moving.
I do too, yep.
It's just basically a little radiator that goes inside your car, and as it circulates that warm water through there, that fan blows across it and warms you up. So very simple, and they're still using it today. Pretty neat. Pretty neat design. All right.
Cap for the radiator?
We can figure that out to
Okay.
see if it's circulating
First.
You know, first. It had a thermostat in it, right?
Yes, I could see it
s-
through the, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw one. So it
I
might
meant to
take it a
mention that,
little
but I
bit.
forgot.
I've got this gas tank ran up here with this 25-mile long hose. I'm scared to death to cut it because then we'll need it. We'll need it next time. So it's going to run down to our factory fuel pump here, and hopefully we're going to try to run it up here until it pumps out there.
Thank you, Randy Richards, for the $100 donation.
Wow.
So just recently got my Be Restored t-shirt from my favorite YouTube family. So thank you. We really appreciate that.
Wow, thank you so much. Man, I appreciate y'all gonna make y'all make me get emotional.
Thank you, Mark Cormier, for the $20 donation. Said, Falco Ranchero, love it.
How many Australian fans we got in here on this? I believe y'all call it, what do they call it?
Ute.
A ute. I think there's a strong following in Australia on these.
I'm not sure if that's short for utility or what, but it's...
Maybe so. Let me turn this on. You know what's funny about this tank is it doesn't breathe well, and so it pressurizes up, and so you almost don't even need a fuel pump half the time. All right, we're gonna try to run this thing. I'm gonna keep it running over here. Have you filled that bowl back up yet?
No.
You want to real quick, or I can just keep it this way.
I can do this.
I don't know that it honestly helped much. It might be leaking so much.
It may be.
I'll just keep it going this way.
Okay.
So we're running it externally, gum out, right here until the fuel pumps through this factory fuel pump, and then we'll hook this back up.
Let me get everything hooked up over here.
I wish this hose wasn't so long. I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep. Nothing, huh?
Nothing yet.
Then we're gonna have to prime it.
Yep.
Surely nothing's stopped up.
Wouldn't think so.
So no good. We didn't get any kind of fuel coming out. So I'm going to try to take this line loose, at least get the fuel where I know it's coming down here, and I might pull it off, and it already is. And if that's the case, then our fuel pump's probably bad, which is
Go ahead, sorry.
sad because it's brand new, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Thank you, Gary Johnson, for the $20 donation. And thank you, VW Taz, for the $10 donation. It said, this stream needs more cowbell.
We ought to have a cowbell giveaway, like when the cowbell goes off. I'm glad, as far as I know, we haven't been having too much trouble with our gear. You want to hold that, and I'm going to...
Let me grab my jug first so it's not just going all over the place.
Man, what should I do? Just try to...
Just open it up and it should...
It's open.
It's open?
Yeah, I guess because it's... I don't know why it's not coming out. We're not low enough?
Should be.
You know what you're going to have to do.
Yep.
So he's going to try to siphon it out of here. Hey, yeah, we are open there.
I got
Oh, I know what it is.
start
I
saying,
hear it.
Yep.
It's coming right there. Okay, let me get a clamp.
I start saying
We were losing it right there. We had a clamp over here.
on the table maybe?
Yeah, here's one that should work. Thank all y'all for, bearing with us throughout this. We never really know how long it's going to take, and the ultimate goal is to drive the thing, hopefully. It kind of cranked up too easy. How long have we been at it, Christian?
Let me look. It shows that we have for an hour and 6.
Not bad. Okay. So Dad's doing something that I don't know how he learned that. Is it not working?
I still have
Losing it?
Losing it somewhere.
That's good. I mean, unless it's right there, but that one normally we don't ever have one on it, but I can, oh, maybe because of that? I wouldn't thought. Working?
I built up some pressure, but I still hadn't got any.
Trying to get.
I learned this back during the 80s whenever I was poor and
Yeah.
wanted to ride around town.
I hope YouTube don't, like flag our video or demonetize us for working. Yeah.
Very little.
Let me open this up. No?
No.
Surely it'll suck from that though. That's
I would
enough
think
that
so.
it should. We normally don't have a clamp on that. Is there anything that, Christian, that we haven't really hit on yet? Hey, there is something, and we forgot to get the picture of the cab over.
Yes.
So we forgot to get a picture to kind of show you guys, but maybe some of y'all have seen it. We just purchased a 1940 Chevrolet cab over engine truck, and I found it up in Tennessee and was trying to figure out, how I could get that worked out on picking it up because we just didn't, have the time or the ability to be able to get it. And so I reached out to Josh from Sleeper Dude, and I know a ton of you on this live stream follow his channel, and if you're not following his channel, if you're not subscribed, be sure that you go check it out and subscribe to his channel. Him and his family were gracious enough to drive about 2 hours. It was 2 hours from their house and pick that old cab over up for us, and so he filmed picking that up, and then I had my another buddy, Sean Cross. Y'all have seen him on the channel with the big Greta, the big Grand Marquis. He brought down the 6x6s. He drove that car all the way up to Tennessee and picked it up from Sleeper Dude and brought it back to the house here. So that's a build we want to work on. Got big plans for it. You guys are going to love that truck. It's got a super cool look to it. But be sure and show them some support. If I can get the words out. Show them some support. Great. I guess I don't need to say that. Go support them. Go subscribe to their channel at Sleeper Dude. And on Sleeper Dude 2, he has another channel that the cab over's on. So subscribe to both of them. Subscribe to Sean Cross as well. And I just learned I can't say subscribe.
It's a good thing YouTube isn't your
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. Good thing I don't do YouTube for a living.
So yeah, the reason I handed you that other one acted like it was trying to strip.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So,
I'm glad you disconnected that coil there.
well, I didn't until afterwards.
Oh. You don't say that on camera.
Oops. Yeah. I got you.
What'd I do with the carb cleaner?
Uh,
This is how our videos really go, and it looks like we're just. What'd I do with it? Oh my gosh.
right there.
Everybody's like, it's right there. All right. Hopefully it pumps out now.
It scared me when you did that.
Thing is a snake.
Well, I didn't know what it was. It hit my finger, and I was like, something's going on here. Ready?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty clean.
Yep.
Well, you still doing it? Not much, huh? Yeah, oh yeah. That's some good clean fuel. Which honestly it should be. Everything's new except this last 2 foot from where it runs from the fuel pump to the carburetor. But you can't ever tell. This was a metal line, so you're a little better off of having a chance of, it being a little better.
Thank you, Eugene's Backyard Repair, for the $5 donation. Say, Christian, I sent you a tool set last year, so jump in on this repair. I've got to stay back here and do some angles.
I'm surprised, and maybe they have. Has anybody mentioned this about being your car?
Yeah, a few people have.
So this was going to be Christian's little car. She was in love with Rancheros until she, come to the dark side and found interest in Chevrolets, and she got her an El Camino. No, it's not El Camino. It's a Caballero.
GMC. It's a Caballero.
GMC Caballero. Really cool car. maybe she'll show that on her channel to y'all one of these days if I can ever get her back to posting on there. Guys, it's going to sit here and idle where we can walk around and take a break. It should run.
My lips are burning.
I wonder why. I'll end up moving this somewhere different, but
Okay.
let's let it run. We keep forgetting.
Keep forgetting.
You want to add some more? Sucked it down a little bit. Not much. Maybe not as much as I thought. How many, did you only put 1 gallon or?
It didn't even take half of it.
Oh. Little bitty radiator though. Alright. Put this someplace I forget it.
Okay.
Let's hear it run. Oh man, I was hoping so bad to just do it the first time. Ah, it's not squirting though.
You may not have enough in the bowl there yet.
Maybe not. Unless that float's stuck.
True.
And it's not letting it go in. Because it should fill it up quick.
True.
Probably going to have to tap on it.
You can't do it from the back side. That's wrong.
Need to hear it squirting. I know we've got fuel there. It's going to be That's going to make a struggle on actually. It's just it's going to have to squirt.
I can't even get it to come out of this. So.
It's going to be something stuck in there that's not allowing fuel to, because we know we got fuel pumping up to it. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to pull that carburetor apart.
Something happened, huh?
I hope the accelerator pump ain't shot on it. I just don't know if there's any fuel in that bowl. I don't think there is.
Well, whenever I was trying to squeeze out of that bottle, there's none coming out of that bottle. So.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about from it filling it up from the fuel pump.
Right.
It should fill it up right now. We've got plenty of fuel pressure up there.
But apparently we've got, if it's not filling it up, we've got a jet,
Right.
thing.
Is a coil wire hooked up?
A coil wire?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Had a few comments saying that.
Yeah, thank y'all. All right, we want to take it apart real quick.
I think that's going to be our...
I'm going to readjust my GoPro here. This is the part you really don't want to run into that's hard to, speed up.
Yeah, there's...
I'm going to try to take that loose. Maybe it'll just come off to the side there. We're going to pull this carburetor off. Hopefully, what we're going to do is only pull the top part of it off. Leave the base on there. And we don't have another one, unfortunately, like I wish we could say we did.
Unless we went out there off one of the parts ones, but I bet it's
a
lot worse than this.
There were some parts rancheros we got with this, but yeah, one of them don't even have an engine in it.
So we won't use that one.
While we're tearing this apart, we're going to go ahead and pop on to another commercial real quick to buy us a little time. Hopefully we can get it tore down inside here and try to clean this up. Very typical problem. It's one of those things you should expect, but when you're live, you hope for the best and
Expect the worst.
expect the worst. So she's going to pop another ad up there, and hopefully we'll be kind of close to getting it apart.
Dan Jones.
35.01 miles per gallon.
Ax Miller.
25.85 miles per gallon with automatic drive.
Frank Hanley.
28.02 miles per gallon.
John Mance.
31.37 miles per gallon.
Those are the gas mileage figures turned in by these drivers at the conclusion of Experience Run USA. 2 months ago, a fleet of new Ford Falcons set out to cover every single mile of numbered U.S. highway, over 177,000 miles. And they did it. They traveled the fast expressways, the steep mountain roads, the busy city streets, and the average mileage for all the cars was 28.44 miles a gallon. Now, what about people like you and me? What kind of mileage could we expect in a Falcon? Well, the reports coming in from Falcon owners show that they're matching the gas mileage figures turned in by the Experience Run drivers. For example, here's Mr. Jack Veer of Rye, New York.
I have driven my Falcon 1,500 miles, half of it stop-and-go driving. I've averaged 27 miles to a gallon.
Mr. Ernest Preshard of Downers Grove, Illinois.
I've averaged much as 30 miles a gallon in my Falcon.
Mr. Art Kohler of Los Angeles, California.
I've been getting over 32 miles per gallon in town driving.
Well, there's your proof of the kind of gas mileage others have been getting in your kind of driving. And believe me, figures like those are far more important than any of the claims you may have been hearing about some other cars. Now, here's another fact that can't be disputed. The Falcon is America's lowest priced six-passenger car, priced up to $72 less than its rear-engine competitor. Look it over soon. The economical new-size Ford, the Falcon.
All right, guys, we didn't quite get it. We've got some linkage here we're fighting. If we can get that to come off. It's got a little clip on it. It's also shaped a little weird on the end, like it can only come out one way. It won't allow us to come out of there. Will it disconnect anywhere else down there? Not really, will it? We're real close to that thing coming off, but there's that. So we just got a little bit of linkage right here that's fighting us on coming off. I don't know why it won't come out of there. It's got a little clip that's keeping us from lifting this up high enough to actually pull apart. There's fuel in there, Dad. There's gas in there. So I hear it a little bit. Something's just trying to. So we do have gas in the. I want to just see. Can you try it right quick?
Thank you, Tim Hicks, for the $20 donation.
Wait a second. Look down in there and see if it's squirting. I think it is.
It's got to be doing something because we're getting smoke up through there, so.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's squirting. We just had to scare it, I guess. I think it's squirting now, guys, so we're going to try to put some screws back on it. And I wish we could have pulled it on apart, but we'll try to be as fast as possible just in case. But if this works, we're going to save some time. Anything that we haven't hit on that you can think about, Christian, that I'm forgetting?
Nothing off the top of my head. Thank you, Eugene's Backyard Repair, for the $5 donation. Said, okay, love you all and God bless, but back to work. Building barbecue grills.
Thanks, Eugene. That sounds like fun. A long time since I had some real good barbecue.
We are at 1449 on viewers and still on 1525 on the bidding.
Cool. That's how, is it, well, I won't ask that. All right, guys, let's try this again. Sorry for that little bit of an inconvenience. Hopefully this will work for us this time. Is that light okay, Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. If you need to, yeah.
I'll have to reach.
I say you can connect that, yeah, either there or on the battery.
And I know we'll have to hook that end over there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, as far as I can tell, everything's ready.
Oh, man. Thought that was it. Go ahead. It's doing something weird here. This thing sucks in. I don't really know. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was loose.
Thank you, VW Taz, for the $10 donation. Says, now y'all need to hunt down a Corvair just for fun.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You know, I've never worked on a Corvair.
No.
And
That's
thank you,
low
Roadworthy Rev, for the $5.50 donation. And thank you, Philip Waltz, for the $20 donation.
Man. So, this right here, I don't know if that's what actually, if that's part of the accelerator pump there that squirts it in there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and they're stripped on this. Like someone tried to tighten it in too much, so it could be leaking.
Fast.
Yeah.
Not getting a pumpage.
Go ahead. That's weird. It sucks it in. Maybe somebody on here, you know what this is right here. Is this anything to do with what, you know, that's causing us for it to not to squirt right? Let us know. Let me try. Yeah, it's not squirting again. I was afraid of that when we put it back together. I don't know what made it squirt when we, you know, when we tried it. I mean, when we took it apart.
Right.
So it is doing some.
Right.
Just something's kind of stopped up on it, ain't it? You want to try? Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Club cleaner through it.
Gas in that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard to tell what it was doing with spraying it through that there. You hear all that oil running back down. Starting to get a little temperature to it. Water's still good.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it's not consistently squirting it.
I was just about to put my hand over it and choke it down.
I was hoping maybe if I could just, let me try to actually choke it down some. Pull it a little more. There we go. Okay. Cool. I don't know if we ever had any smoke or not.
I don't know.
We're not got none now. Idling. Need some water?
Yeah.
No gauges to check anything.
Thermostat must have opened up.
Oh yeah, that's good. Can you tell if it's pumping? Let me rev it a little bit. Hard to tell.
Can't tell.
He's running, guys. Don't sound too bad.
No.
Alright, I'm going to kill it and I'm going to see how easy it cranks back up. This is the key to our car. Nice. Not bad. Well, let's hope that eBay just keeps on going up now. Cool. Alright, you can kill it. Alright, so we just got this car running and idling for the first time in over 20 years. So this thing was parked. They were in the process of rebuilding the car. The motor had been rebuilt, but it's just been sitting. A lot of this stuff is new parts, but it's 20, 25 years old. We've got it running off this, funky little gas tank up here on the roof. I mentioned somewhere at the beginning of this video that I was hoping to, drive this would be the goal. We've got some flat tires. Don't even know anything about this linkage or the clutch. So, there's no seat, there's no steering wheel. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and attack the linkage first.
I think so.
To see if we even have a working, transmission or working clutch. So, if you want to try to look at that, I'm going to get a jack and jack it up where we can try it,
Right.
without hurting anybody. I still want to go back through here and see exactly what we've got back here. We want to jack this up so when we try it in gear,
it doesn't take off.
It doesn't take off on us. And I'm not going to hit the brake pedal yet, but at some point in time, You know, I put brake fluid in that master cylinder. I'm going to see if it might accidentally pump up. This GoPro's about like my pants are. I keep pulling it, keep adjusting it. Oh. Put some jack stands underneath here to be safe. Don't look too bad up underneath here.
Thank you, American Patriot, for the $5 donation. Said, that's a beautiful car. I wish I could afford that one. Great job, crew. Get some coffee.
Well, I'm going to bet we're in some kind of a gear now, because whenever I went to line everything up, I felt it click, so.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know how we're going to actually shift them. Okay. Should be good there. So this is a 3-speed on the column here, but we have very little of a column. We would have had a shifter that come in on the side here, and I don't know if it's anywhere to be found. I don't even know if I could use something like, oh, right there. I think that's it. Hey, I think I got a shifter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Stuck in there. I don't know if it'll actually, I don't want to really try it until you get that. Is he having trouble with it, or?
Yeah, that in there just, it's got a little old, like, grommet on it. And I can't get it to push all the way up through there.
Am I blinding you?
No. Can you move it back towards the back a little bit so I can see? Yeah, I just can't quite.
Oh, for the pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm wondering if we could maybe take that grommet off.
Well, that's what I was trying a while ago, but it doesn't act like it wants to come off.
I can try to push if you want to try to get that pin in, you know, so you're not having to do it.
Right.
Oh, this motor's hot. I can't see nothing, so.
We got it.
Got it?
Yep. I don't know how well, but we're in it.
Well, I hope it don't come out when I'm driving this thing cross country.
We'll worry about that when that happens. That's part 2.
Yeah. First run with the GoPro.
Little
it's
crook
so
eye.
messed up. What do I need to do?
Turn your head, lean your head like this.
Hang on, guys. We're trying to figure this out. What is it working now?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's not. Okay.
If it's not, just turn y'all's TV whichever way you clockwise or counterclockwise to offset it.
Let me press this clutch pedal. Hey. I hear it doing something down there.
Yeah, I see it moving it.
It's at the very last
of it.
2 inches. It feels like it needs to be adjusted. Now, let me try this linkage. Because you thought we were in a gear.
Yeah, we're definitely in a gear.
Well, so, man, I don't think this is going to work. Okay. But I would think that's reverse. I think that's neutral. But I guess we'll try. That clutch pedal didn't come back up. Let's try it and see what it does. I mean, I think it's in neutral, but if it gets to spinning too fast, just be ready to kill it.
Galaxy Steve said, bungee the GoPro mount to your pants. Both problems solved.
Yeah. Some suspenders from my pants too. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Alright. Like I said, just be ready to pull that in case it does something weird.
Ready?
Yeah. I think we're in neutral.
No movement here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll try reverse since that's what we need the most to get out of here. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Ooh.
Yep.
Did, but didn't sound great, did it?
It didn't sound great. I seen this one move a little. Yep. A little stuck brake. It'll be okay.
It did stop. I didn't know that clutch don't feel very good at all. Let me try first. Yep. This one's working.
Yeah, this one started to move.
Yeah, that clutch needs to be adjusted. But I think I can make it work. You can kill it. What am I going to do about a seat? Milk crate?
Milk crates.
Move all this junk out of the way? Because I ain't putting that thing in there. I'd rather sit on nothing. All right, guys. We're getting real close. We need some air in these tires. So I'm going to get this off the jack stands and turn our compressor on. Unfortunately, it's a little loud and it leaks, and we need to get that fixed. So we're going to pop up. We have another ad, I believe. We're going to pop up another ad, get this car hopefully aired up, off the jack stands, and a place where I can sit in it to drive it. We'll figure out that steering wheel thing later.
You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. You are about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world, the world of 1960. For the first time in history, you'll see not one, not two, but three completely new kinds of Ford cars for 1960. A wonderful new world of Fords. First, representing the 1960 Fords, the finest Fords of a lifetime, the magnificent new Galaxy.
Live a wondrous new life in the Fords of a lifetime, the finest new Fords of a lifetime, in a beautiful, wonderful new world of Fords.
Beautiful from any point of view, worth more from every point of value. The 1960 Fords open up a whole wonderful new world of styling, elegance, and built for people comfort. And now, the world's most wanted car.
Thunderbird, the finest of fine cars, the last word in Wish It Were Mine cars, the dream car of the wonderful new world of Fords.
The 1960 Thunderbird. Finally, the car everyone's been waiting to see. The new size Ford, the Falcon.
The Falcon, the new size Ford Falcon, you'll find that the new size Ford Falcon's the easiest car in the wide world to own.
Here's full comfort for 6 adults in a car that'll give you up to 30 miles a gallon. A new size car with a new size price. It's the easiest car in the world to own, the Ford Falcon. You can see these cars at your Ford dealer's showroom now. the Falcon, the Thunderbird, and the 1960 Fords.
There's a big, wide, wonderful world of new Fords, newly proportioned for you Fords. So beautiful, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful new world of Fords.
There's a space and a proper place for everything. Just look around. It applies to almost anything. Hat on your head, needle and thread, hands on a clock, key in a lock, spokes on a wheel, and an automobile. So before you decide, look inside. Open 3 doors. Because there should be a space and proper place for the engine, luggage, gear shift, and people. But sad to say, there are cars today not built that way. Some cars put the engine in the rear. That leaves no room for luggage, except for up here. Loading's rough because there's just not enough room. And with the engine in the rear, the gear shift is here on the floor. And no one does that anymore. And when you try to see free, you just can't do it. See? It is sad to say there are cars today that are built this way. But enter the Falcon, a Ford of a new size, with the space and proper place for everything. The engine's up front for greater stability. As for suitcases and such, here's how much goes into a Falcon. Luggage in the rear. There's more room for it here. Where should the gear shift be? Here, where it's supposed to be. Even though the new size cars today put it not here, but on the floor where it's in the way. The Falcon, with the space and proper place for everything. The Falcon, a Ford of a new size. And what a surprise the price is. The Falcon is America's lowest priced 6-passenger car, the result of Ford know-how. Go now and see the Falcon, by far the easiest car in the world to own. The Falcon.
This is John K.M. McCaffrey with a report on the new size Ford, the Falcon. We're lifting the engine out of this Falcon to show you one of many reasons why Ford engineers decided against putting it in the rear. You see, if Ford had put the engine in the rear, the only place for luggage would have been here in front in a small, odd-shaped space like this. The spare tire has to go in here, too, and the gas tank. Result? Well, what space is left is just not the right shape for a standard suitcase like this two-seater. So, what you would have is a luggage compartment that can carry just a few small pieces. Now let's see how much space you actually get in the rear luggage compartment of the Falcon. Notice that the entire area is lined, so your luggage won't get scratched. The floor is flat, so standard suitcases fit in easily. You get over 23 cubic feet of luggage space in the rear of the Falcon, as much as you'll ever need. And that's one reason why the Falcon is a front-engine car. Here's something else you should check. The price sticker. Because of an engineering breakthrough, the suggested price of the Falcon is up to $72 less than its rear-engine competitor. In fact, the Falcon is America's lowest-priced 6-passenger car. It's the easiest car in the world to own. The new size Ford, the Falcon.
All right, so we got it off the ramps. Trying to figure out this steering wheel situation. I thought I could maybe just use a ratchet on that, but I need something. Well, this might work. Actually might work really good. Wow, that's huge though. I need something that'll allow me to go backwards. I think that'll work. Do we have the impact here where I can go ahead and
Should be over there. I've got a battery here.
I'm going to use this breakover bar for a steering wheel, hopefully. I mean, I guess it's no longer a wheel when it's a bar. Ugh, that does not sound right. I think that'll work. Could just steer it with the impact, huh?
Yeah.
Like power steering. I said I was going to check the brakes, but honestly, I'm scared to chance it at this point and then lock up. I mean, I think it's ready to try. I don't know. We got to crank it from up here, but we want to. I guess we can figure that shutting that hood down when we get it running. Let's open this door.
Still daylight outside.
Ooh, I hope I got. You may tell her to move if it runs well enough. She
Okay,
might.
I'll text her.
Oh, radiator cap. We need some kind of a radiator cap.
I don't know if this will fit it, but I seen it over here when I was getting there a while ago. May not.
Matches the age of it. Yeah. Enough to help. So that wire you'll just have to. Oh, that's the problem. I can't kill it. You know what I mean? If I need to kill it, I can't. I really don't know a good way of getting around that.
Well, no. I'm gonna say we could tie a wire to it.
I need a good way of killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could maybe tie a wire to it, and I could just have it run through the.
I don't know which one would be that's the longest one. It looks like.
So we want to be able to kill this thing. You got any tape?
Yeah. Probably be better to hook it to.
How much? Huh?
Probably be better to hook it down there. You reckon?
Where?
Right down there.
Yeah, probably so.
Get some tape.
I'm running this wire inside because I have no brakes. So if I need to stop, and we already know the linkage is questionable at best. I need to be able to kill this thing so I can stop and at least come to a rolling stop. So we're hooking this wire up to the wire that runs to the coil, and hopefully I can yank it if I need to in case of emergency.
This is so.
Yeah, it's a little rigged. It'll drive on the trailer though, hopefully, whoever buys it. Man, I wish I'd have got that rear end over a little bit more. I might try to do that while you're... How many people we still got with us, Christian?
We have, let me look, 1494.
1494?
It's starting to get dangerous now. They'll probably start watching.
Wow. Our bidding is up to $2,026.
Wow. Nice. Appreciate all the bids on that.
We have been doing this for an hour and 49 minutes.
Okay, good. I'm just going to use this block of wood there, kind of keep the hood a little open.
Okay.
Just set the starter deal on the
fender.
Fender. God, I'm out of breath. Woo. Let's give this a go.
You want to give it a tug and just see if it pulls loose first?
I can try, but let me actually be in here.
That looks real comfortable.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll kill it.
The kill rope. Man, seat's too high. Steering rod's too big. I may end up having to sit down on my butt by the time we're done.
Pat Cordingley said, "Don't try this at home. We are trained professionals."
That's right.
We are trained monkeys.
Ooh. I might have to just sit down, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Oh, gosh. This might be the most ridiculous thing.
Can you see over the dash?
Ah! Okay, I guess I'm ready. This is scary.
Okay. Tell me when.
I mean, I don't know. I guess now.
Clutch is in?
It should be in neutral, but yeah, the clutch is in. Okay. Should be reverse. Oh no, I need to go forward. Hey Dad, I'm gonna have to go forward, I think.
He's going forward.
Acting like a brake's locked up. Guess we didn't really check
like
that.
the brakes are hung.
Backwards. No. Still not. There we go, thanks. Nope. Can't find reverse. Come on.
Smells like burnt Brussels sprouts.
It stinks, don't it? I can't get it going reverse now. Won't pull forward. Maybe that is. If you try to crank it, stand to the side.
I am. I was trying to make sure it wasn't pinched. Ready?
Yeah. Come on. Where's reverse? I hated it. Worked earlier. Nope. So that's going in second. That's fourth. There we are. It's something weird. You know how hard it is to steer with this? Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? It's throwing me off. Am I good? Please don't let me hit anything.
Probably start turning it now.
Hey, I'm afraid I'm going to roll too easy. I'm afraid I'm going to roll too easy. I almost hit that, didn't I? We good?
You good?
We're out of the shop.
I'm going to shut the tailgate. It's not completely shut, right? You good now?
I think we're having some audio cutting in and out.
Ready?
Yeah. Don't think I... Bear with us, folks. Figure out first. On it. Oh man. Do not hit anything. Important.
Start turning.
We're cutting out, guys. We can only go so far.
Yeah. He's coming back.
Yep, he's coming back, so I'll switch angles.
Watch out, Dad. I'm going to take some speed. Oh, we're running hot.
He's hissing at us.
Oh, no.
Oh. Something got hot, huh?
Yep. That cap didn't fit really well.
Oh, yeah. That's an easy fix there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But,
You can grab that handle for me, please, sir.
oh, man. It is hot in that thing. Did the GoPros end up?
Your GoPro is all over your head.
So these things don't reach as far as what I hoped they would, but I guess, is my wife still here?
Yes.
Where's she at?
I believe she is.
We're going to hang out in here. I hate I'm seeing it now. The footage is, we're a little ahead of it, so I'm seeing that it cut out quite a bit, but maybe you guys got to enjoy at least part of that ride. Huh?
They got to see a good bit.
Yeah. I tell you, it's interesting when you go from a steering wheel to a breakover bar. We're gonna, man, I need the comments to pop up here where we can kind of get on some of these chats real quick. You know how to do that?
No. Let's see.
So, we did it. Basically, it's overheating. Well, it's not really even overheating. It's just that, I guess it is a little bit, but that cap right there was not fitting right, and so it allowed a lot of that just to pour out of it. So I honestly thought we were going to spring a leak in that radiator whenever or that bottom hose blow out.
There's some comments.
So, first off, gosh, that looks funny with it smoking like that. First off, am I where I can even see
yes.
me? Okay. First off, thank each and every one of you guys that have hung out on this live stream. It's been a lot of fun, and it just goes to show that it doesn't take a lot of time or even a lot of money to get some of this old stuff up and running. But thank each and every one of y'all that hung out the whole time, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all that have donated throughout the video. And if you did, that entered you into a chance. If it's $5 more, that enters you into a chance of winning a $100 merch code that we're going to be giving away tomorrow on our Turn and Rush premiere in the live chat. We'll pin that comment in that live chat. So thank all you guys. This was a lot of fun. It always is. You never really know what to expect whenever these things happen. But y'all hang out just a second. There's something I want to show y'all. So, Dad, you got anything to say, or you want me to?
I'll nosy and see if I can.
All right.
See what's going on.
I think we did okay on most of our camera stuff. I'm sorry the GoPro's cut out that far away. That minimal of distance there. So, but this is the first time we use them, and I'll definitely get a better support system on my GoPro for my head next time. Christian, you got anything? Bids ain't went up any, or?
Let's look. Last I checked, it was so it's 2,300 right now.
2,300. If we'd have thought we would have had that where we could have popped it up to kind of shown y'all,
right.
Along the way and kind of kept track of it. I don't know how many live watchers we had, but I know at one point we had 1,400, and man, we're extremely grateful for each and every one of y'all. Did you figure anything out?
Yes, it's on its way.
I can hop on the merch. So y'all be sure to go check out some of our new merch. You can go get that at be-restore.com. We actually have 2 different styles that we have just got in. We have got the Mighty Metro van, and that's one of our Turn and Rust tees. So it features the Metro that we did a build on, Got some really cool rustic colors on that. Got the Metro, of course. And it's got the Turn and Rust logo on the back. And then we also have the Turn and Rust logo on the front as well. We also have the Ecto Boost Ghostbuster. So that one has some pretty cool designs on that. It has the flamethrower on it. It has Ecto. It's got a little bit of a city behind it. It's really cool. On the front of that shirt, we also have a Turn and Rust logo as well. We also have some hats in stock as well. We have some Turn and Rust metal Rusty logo badge caps, and those were painted by Bub himself. So each one is a little bit different. They all have some really neat rust colors, bluish, greenish, reddish, bluish, you know. But yeah, we have those. And then we also have the Turn and Rust metal license plate badge caps. So that features the license plate badge. We have that on a cork hat, and we also have that on a plain white hat. So yeah, y'all be sure to go check that out. Check out some of the older merch that we have as well. And we also have some new merch that just hasn't been on this video, but we have some new hats. And yeah, y'all go check that out.
And with that being said, guys, here's the grand finale. This is my little boy. This is Cortland Keller. So he's going to be helping me and Grandpa pretty soon work on this old stuff, and I just wanted to introduce y'all to him. I'm sure proud of him. So he's asleep right now, but
he's awake.
Is he?
He's awake.
Oh, is he awake?
Yeah, he's stink eyeing the camera.
Yep.
Did we do something wrong, Bubba? I think it's smoking a little bit.
Yep. We'll be able to slide him underneath and let him work underneath.
Yeah, he'll fit in those tight spots.
Yep.
So thank all of y'all. Christian, get over here.
Yep.
Thank all of y'all that have hung out in this live stream. Man, I just thank y'all so much for the donations, for purchasing merch, for watching all of our other content. Thanks for, we're reaching out in faith and knowing y'all will be there tomorrow on our Turn and Rust channel at 7 o'clock to watch that, 7 p.m. Really cool video. Y'all got anything to say?
I just want to say thank you for just being a fan, just subscribing and everything. It's just great to have family out there that we've never met that we hope to meet one day. So God bless y'all.
God is so good, and we thank each and every one of y'all, and we thank him for this platform. So we love y'all, and we'll see you later.
See you guys.
Let's go for a ride, buddy. Your mom would kill me.